We're here at the Louisiana Music Educators Association annual conference and all-state events, and today we have Kyle Cook, who is the director of bands at Maplewood Middle School in Sulphur, Louisiana. Kyle has done tremendous work and a lot of work with the District 5 Band Directors and Orchestra Directors Association. He's been on the board there. He's been treasurer, secretary, or secretary, not treasurer. He's been Director of the Year for the district. Lots of great things. Young director, making a huge impact early on. He's currently been selected as the Maplewood Middle School Teacher of the Year, and he's made the finals to go on to the next step, so we're looking forward to that. He was a recipient of the LMEA Young Music Educators Award in 2019, so Kyle's just kind of blazing a trail with his passion, inspiration, and success. So Kyle, before we get into all that good stuff, currently what's going on at Maplewood, let's back up and talk about what inspired you along the way, or who, more importantly, who inspired you along the way to say, hey, Kyle, you got a great head on your shoulders. What's going to lead you to be a band director? Who gave you that love?
Yeah, I love that question because it means a lot to me. When I was in high school, I always knew I wanted to be a teacher because I liked helping people, I liked helping students, and those different things kind of pushed me towards, well, I know education was a big thing for me. At that time, I was just going to be a math or science teacher. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Right. But when I got to my senior year of high school, I took a minute, I stepped back, and I was like, who made the biggest impact on my life throughout all these years? And it was my band directors. And I got really into band. I was doing a lot of different stuff. So around high school, around the late part of high school, I decided, let me go try this music education thing. And so that was a big part for me, was who made the biggest impact. It was my band directors. Let me see if I can do that for my students as well. And that's when I decided, let's do music education. And it's really, really important to me.
So you hail from Katy, Texas, a history of great bands, great programs. I mean, I know you had to fill out an extensive application process for us to give you clearance to come over to Louisiana, but you got approved, right? You ended up at McNeese State University, and we turned you into a Louisiana boy who loves gumbo and great food. And,
it's great food. Yeah, it's amazing food.
Great time, and you have a great girlfriend and great things who works in our district as well. So tell us a little bit about McNeese, who inspired you there, and you know.
So when I was in high school, my trumpet teacher was actually a graduate from McNeese, and his name was Jimmy Duhan, and he learned from Dave Scott, who was a trumpet professor at McNeese. And so I finally decided, you know what, let me go find out who this person is, let me go have a lesson with him. We had a great first lesson. I loved it. I knew from that moment this man cared about me, he cared about my success, and he was also going to push me to get better. And so I actually decided, it was probably right at the end of high school, I was like, nope, I'm going to go here instead. Let me go check out McNeese. And best decision I ever made. Wow. Love it. Well, love McNeese.
Great school. I'm a graduate of McNeese. It's a great place. Although I'm going to Louisiana Tech today, but my two kids, Caleb and Caden, are trumpet students, first freshmen at Louisiana Tech, and both All-Staters. Caden's here today in the All-State Jazz Band, second year in All-State, and those are your two students. So you have your own studio. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I run a private studio. It encompasses mostly high school students, a couple middle school students throughout all of Southwest Louisiana, mostly Calcasieu Parish right now. Mostly because I've had both your sons go through my program, and they've both done great things. I've had a lot of students go on to All-State. I got them at LSU, I got them at Tech, got them at McNeese, got them all over the state playing trumpet everywhere. So it
doesn't matter where they go, just as long as they go.
And I told them that all the time. I'm like, I don't care where you go. You need to go where the best fit, but keep playing music, keep being a part of a band. That's going to be a huge society of people in a community that you can use.
Right.
That's going to help your life so much. And like all my lifelong friends were college band. To this day, these people I still spent all that time with in college, I still talk to them today.
Man,
so it's a huge impact on my life, and that's why I try to tell them, like, just go do band. I don't care if you're a music major, you can go major wherever you want.
Keep that
go do it in that band. Yeah, keep doing it. It's such a powerful thing.
That speaks well to the next point that I want to go to. Not only you're a successful teacher at a large school with a lot of kids, we have over half the student population in your band. You in the community band, you have your own trumpet studio. You're the Lake Charles Community Band, like I said. But you also, I want to get to the founder and visionary of the Calcasieu British Brass Band.
Yeah. So the Calcasieu British Brass Band is a group I started about 5-6 years ago. And it started when I would go up to Shreveport. When I was up there in Shreveport, we actually played in the brass band up there. I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. But I was driving up to Shreveport to go do this. And I was thinking, we have so many amazing musicians in Southwest Louisiana. Why not make a band here? And so I started talking with some different brass players in the area, some percussionists, and they were all like, well, if you organize it, we'll play in it. So if you do all the work, we'll come and play and have a nice time.
Of course.
And I was like, you know what? Deal. So I ended up getting all the stuff together, and we had our first concert, and it slowly evolved into more and more things. I try to feature different professors at McNeese. I'll feature different people in our community, whether Tim McMillan, we had all the professors, Mr. Bill Rose, all the different ones, and it allows me to showcase the talent that these kids get to see. And the best part about the kids part, we've now started working with the McNeese Summer Camp. So we do our concert for the opening event of McNeese Summer Camp. So all these high school students get to see high-level music, and it's more personal because it's all their band directors.
Yeah.
So they get to see all their band directors sitting down, playing their instruments, and making some really fun stuff happen.
I've been in that audience, I think, what is it, 2, maybe that's 2 years, going on 2 years in that setting, been to the other concerts, but it's an electrifying audience. And so it energizes you guys on that stage.
Oh yeah, it's
the audience.
Exciting. You have a stage or an audience full of band kids, and you got some band people ripping and doing some crazy stuff on stage. They love it, and but they love it so much too because they get to see us in a different role.
Right.
We're not standing in front of them, waving our hands, doing that. We're sitting down, we're sitting up, we're marking in our music, we're doing all the things that we tell them, and I think it builds credibility too because it's like everything I'm telling you to do, I was doing that last week in my own band.
Right. So Kyle, you know your name's getting out there. You're a great band director, young band director. What year are we now?
We're in year 8.
So we're in year 8, but you're starting to sneak out. Word's getting out. I'm getting a little worried that we'd lose you over in District 5 in Calcasieu, but I think you got something that's going to keep you there, and I'm excited about that. But you're starting to sneak out. I think you're doing an honor band coming up.
Yeah, I'm very honored. I got asked to do the Beauregard Parish Middle School honor band.
Yeah.
So I'll be doing that in the spring. So I'm a little nervous because I've never done this before, but I'm excited because it's fun.
Yeah,
I get to have fun.
But I've been in your classroom. Your style of teaching is going to plug right in to the work of honor band. So no doubt you're going to be all over the state doing that, sharing your love and passion to those students. And honor band's supposed to be fun, and you're certainly going to bring that. Which brings me to a point, like I'm talking to your principal, your assistant principal, who you involve in your concerts, lots of things going on there. District level leaders come by your classroom just to see because they've heard of Kyle Cook. How does that make you feel?
Honored and humble.
Get out of my band room, I'm teaching.
Well, I love it because I want, we always say we do great things in the band hall, but no one sees it. I'm actually very honored now that people are coming back there because they get to see what we do. And they come up to me and they always talk about how impressed they are. They're like, this is great, we'd love to use this. I'm like, it's always been here. We're always doing this because what we do is for the students' sake every day. And so when I see all these people come in, it is a little nerve-wracking when I see all my bosses in one room behind me and I got a bunch of 11-year-olds in front of me. But I really have been enjoying it more this year now that it's happening more because it's showing me, okay, they're seeing value in what we're doing. They're seeing value in what I do with my program. And I appreciate that. And it comforts me or also makes me very excited to see that support. Because they're not just sitting in some other classrooms or whatever. They're coming back to the enrichments. They're coming to these other parts of the school that build the culture, build the success, and build more future in the school and the community.
Right. So you're 8 years into this. There are young ladies, young men who are just graduating, coming into these roles, high school, middle school, elementary. What do you say to them about, hey, it's going to be tough that first year, but what is your message that you want to tell them to keep at it?
It's going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You're going to be great. It just takes time.
Right.
It's what we do is such a unique thing. It's so exciting to all the young music educators. Stay the course. Keep at it. Keep working at this. There's going to be bumps. You're going to have challenges. You're probably not going to know how to fix that one problem with that clarinet player right away. call people, contact people. That's probably the biggest thing I try to stretch to people. Use your contacts. You know people. Go ask them. Especially when you're a first-year teacher, you can ask all the questions you want. So ask those questions, connect with people, figure out what can I do to be more successful in my classroom.
Right. But I've seen great band directors talk to this association, this conference, who've been doing this 30 plus years, and they say the same thing. You, even at 30 plus years, still go reach out to the professionals, because there are things that you know at year 8 that you can help the lady or the gentleman at year 30. So
I mean,
it's a network.
If I'm still messing up something, or if I'm struggling with something to help my students, I'll call someone up. If it's a clarinet problem, I'll call Jan Scott. She was my woodwind professor at McNeese, a fantastic woodwind teacher. I'll call her and be like, here's my situation. What are your recommendations?
Sure.
And she'll let me know. Or the other band directors in the area as well. I have no problem reaching out and saying, how can I better help my students?
Well, good deal. Well, Kyle, it's been great visiting with you. We just hope and can't wait to see the future success of you and your programs and what you do in this state. I know you're going to be all around doing great things, and people are going to appreciate networking with you as well. So keep doing your very best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.